friends, I'm Megan, and this is Jessie.
Hey, everybody. Hey, I was wondering, do you have a favorite day of the week?
Good question, Jessie. I think Sundays are my favorite day of the week. That's the day I go to church for Bible study, worship, and see my friends.
Sundays are the best, but I also love Tuesday, especially Tuesday nights.
Haha, let me guess. You love Tuesday nights because that's Tater Tot Tuesday and your mom makes her famous tater tot casserole.
Oh, my tummy sure does love some tater tot casserole. But I love Tuesday nights because that's the night we go to my friend Carolyn's house. A few other friends from church go too.
Oh, that sounds like fun, Jessie. What kind of things do you guys do at Carolyn's house?
All the families pray and eat together, and sometimes we sing songs about Jesus. The grown-ups read the Bible and talk about it, and sometimes I sit with my dad, and other times I go in another room with my friends, and we have our own Bible story time. It's the best.
Jessie, that reminds me of a Bible story about Paul. People visited Paul at his house too and listened to him teach the good news about Jesus.
Do you think they met on Tater Tot Tuesday?
I'm not sure when they met, but the Bible tells us that Paul welcomed everyone who wanted to hear about Jesus. Let's learn more together. Paul spent 3 months on an island after the ship he was on wrecked on the way to Rome. Finally, Paul got onto another ship and went to Rome. He was still a prisoner, but instead of going to jail, Paul was allowed to live by himself in a house. A soldier stayed with him to guard him, and people came to Paul's house to visit. One day, Paul asked the Jewish leaders to talk to him. Paul said, "The Romans wanted to let me go, but the Jews did not want to. I came to speak to the most important ruler in Rome. I haven't done anything wrong." The Jewish leaders wanted to hear more about Paul and what he believed. They knew Paul was a Christian and that many people did not agree with his teachings. So the leaders agreed on a day to meet with Paul. Many leaders came to hear Paul teach about God's kingdom. Paul explained who Jesus is. Jesus is God's son who came to save people from their sins. Some of the Jewish leaders agreed with Paul, but others did not agree. Paul stayed in the house as a prisoner for 2 years. He welcomed everyone who wanted to hear about Jesus. He talked about God's kingdom and about Jesus. He shared the good news that Jesus saves sinners. Many people listened to Paul's words and believed in Jesus. Paul helped people and prayed for them. He trusted in God, and the good news spread throughout Rome and beyond. Paul told others about Jesus even when he was a prisoner. He kept sharing the good news even when people disagreed. The message about Jesus seems silly to some, but everyone who trusts in Jesus will be saved.